Oh my god. Okay, so I'm warning you guys right now. What you're about to see will shock you. Okay? You've been warned. Alright, now we're gonna talk about a lot that came in Realm of Magic. Alright, so I'm gonna preface this by saying that when I first opened this world, I saw it from the map view and I was like, oh no. And then I loaded into it and I literally screamed. Like, I was like, ah, when I saw it. Like, I had like a, ah, reaction to it. And I feel like I shouldn't have like, ah, reactions to builds that people pay for in Sims games. But I'm not trying to be mean. We're just gonna joke around today, okay? And I'm also gonna say that I am not gonna show you a speed build today. Because this build, I spent so long working on it. It took me like 6 hours. I have like 6 hours of footage. And I just don't want to make you watch that. Like, it's just not worth being subjected to this kind of pain. And so, like with the Realm of Magic build from the actual Magic Realm, I'm gonna just talk you guys through what I think is wrong with this one and how I would fix it and then show you what I did. Because what I did is such a drastic change. Like, it's not the same build. It's completely different. Okay, let's build. So I'm warning you. You see this from the map view and you're like, oh, there's no way. Like, you just already know. You know, you can already tell. And then you load into it and you're like, well, fingers crossed it isn't what I think it is. And then it's worse than you think it is, somehow. Why does it look like, oh my god, honestly, why does it look like this? Okay, so here's what I'm saying, right? Nothing actually wrong with it. Like, there isn't anything that's actually like, oh, this doesn't work, or this is broken. You know, for example, missing backdoors and stuff. It's a functional build. Mailbox. Bin. Yep, functional build. Oh, hang on. Toilet. Wait, what? Wait, what? I didn't even see this part. Why? No. Hang on, can you come stand in here, please, lady? I want to show you guys sim height. That toilet paper is like the height of her shoulders. Imagine, for 1 second, if toilet paper was the height of your shoulders. Why can't she pee? Okay, look. When she's sitting down, it's above her head. Imagine if you had to, like, you're sitting on the toilet and you're like this to get toilet paper. What? What? Oh my god, I didn't even see that. Give me one good reason. Honestly. Okay, so again, nothing actually wrong with this build. Like, it's functional, it's just weird. And like, look at this room upstairs. All there is this bed, and why is it on the wall like this? Like, why is it against the wall in the middle of the room like that? Why? I didn't even really notice when I first went into it, because I kind of just like deleted the furniture, but I keep seeing people talk about it, and now I'm like, oh my god, they really just like put a bed against the, come on. Like, honestly, all you gotta do to make this better, like, genuinely, this would make everyone else so much happier. This is all you had to do. You can even use a dumb base game one for all I care. That's all you had to do, and suddenly it looks like there's more furniture in the room. But when you just, with the bed on the, why? And also, the placement of this, I don't get it. And these wall sconces, hang on, unrelated to the build completely, but like, look at this wall sconce. I didn't realize it had blue fire in it, and when I found out it had blue fire, oh my god, I was so upset. This is me learning on Twitch that it had blue fire in it, okay? So keep in mind, again, someone in chat was like, Kayla, you know that light has blue fire, right? And I was like, whoa. What? This is me learning. The wall lights in the kitchen emit blue fire. What? Follow me on Twitch, by the way. Anyway, moral of the story is that, why? That was like the one item where I was like, oh, cool, like a normal sort of fancy light. I can use this in so many builds. Like, I'm into that. And then they had to go and make it emit blue fire. I mean, I know we're going for like witchy vibes, but blue fire? How many of you guys have blue fire? And when you change the light color, it doesn't change the blue fire, it just changes the light. Like, if I could change the fire color, that'd be cool, but you can't. Anyway, that's not a build though. This is the build. And it's fine, it's just like 3 full stories of weird and not ideal building, you know? Like, it's fine. Everything about it is fine. I mean, this is bothersome, actually, with this 3 wide archway and the 2 wide door that's not centered with it. I had that still, like, I hadn't changed it yet, and my build people in chat were like, oh my god, Kayla, I love you, but that archway with that door is awful. And I was like, I didn't even do it. It was them. They did that. I haven't changed it yet. Like, it's a universal hatred for that archway. But again, not the problem with the build. There's little things that are bothersome and irritating, like too high toilet paper and weird archway stuff. But like, number one, and this is always a problem with EA builds, you made it too tall. You have short wall height windows that are made small to fit on short wall heights, and you put them on tall walls. They look so odd. Like, these windows placed like this, why? Give me one good reason. They're off center, they're low on the wall, they're the right height for Sims. Like, when your Sims are actually in the room, that's a good height for them. Like, that's how you would be placing them when they were on a short wall height, you know? Where they should be. But instead, they're on a tall wall height, so they look like they're just like weird and off in the bottom corner. Why are your windows weird and off in the bottom corner? When you have these like stunning, amazing stained glass windows, what are you doing placing them like this? Because this is like a feature piece, you know? It should be like, whoa, cool windows. And instead it's like, why is it, what's that? You know, like, I shouldn't have like a what's that reaction to this cool feature piece window. So if I was gonna keep the walls like this, I'd probably, I don't know, maybe center the window, and that's like immediately better. But then you come inside and it's sort of high up. It's not too high, but also your Sims are like about this tall. So it's a little bit too high for your Sims inside the build. It looks okay with the walls like this, but it is a little bit too high. So what I would do is shorten the walls. Because listen, especially for you guys, EA, I love you, but listen, if you're gonna have these like limited furnishings inside of a build, you gotta make it smaller, because it makes it look so empty. And when you have these like vast, big rooms with huge walls that have, you know, just one bed in it, it makes the room look so empty and so small. It like emphasizes how empty it is. But if you made this room a little bit smaller, like even like one tile smaller, right? And then shortened the wall heights, it like slowly starts to look a little bit less ridiculous, you know? You gotta work with what you got, and this is what you got, and you gotta make the walls smaller. Every time, just make them smaller. But the two bottom floors were tall wall height and the top floor was medium. I'm gonna shorten those each by one. We're gonna go two bottom floors are medium, the top floor is small. And honestly, already, the windows are gonna look better. We'll center them on the wall, you know? I think this is horrible. This balcony up here, that wouldn't be my choice, I'm gonna be honest. But like, if it had to be my choice, probably put a door on this side and then have the same windows continued up here. Kind of keep those vibes consistent, you know? I think this part's kind of cool. I think the big giant patio is kind of cool. It's always a wall height issue. I think that already it looks better. It's the placement of the windows. I would also make this be symmetrical with the windows there. Maybe make this a little bit smaller so it doesn't cover the windows, but like, it's always a wall height issue. I think this is already better. Like, this is almost what I'd expect from you, but instead I got what it was, and I don't get it. But anyway, I changed this a lot because it was a nightmare and I didn't know how to fix it. And so I changed it a lot, as in, oh, thank God it's gone. But let me just quickly put some cheats in so I can actually place this world. Give me some money. Here we go. All right, we should be all right. It's on my gallery, or alternative is lilsimsie if you want to download it, but I changed it a lot. It's like near unrecognizable, but it's less boring and kind of fun. So as you can see, I made it not 3 stories. Immediately, right off the bat, 3rd story's gone. And there still is a 3rd floor upstairs. It's just smaller and like hidden inside of the roof, because I think it's really hard to pull off these giant 3-story super tall houses when you don't have that many items you can place. And so I instead put this smaller 3rd story that's hidden inside of the roof pieces. Like, you guys can see the roof kind of surrounds the walls. There's like kind of a funky mushroom vibe going on with the house. I think it's really cool and kind of witchy to have these like curvy roof bits and stuff. I was pretty pleased with this, I'm gonna be honest. But I did things to make the build more interesting, like the tower and the dormers. We have a fireplace chimney. It's a chimney. We have a chimney. But it little things that make the build slightly more interesting. The roofing's just better in general than theirs, no offense. I also did the balcony differently because I have kind of a wraparound porch thing going on this build, which kind of makes more sense to me. I loved their 3rd story balcony. I just couldn't really get it to work with roofing, and that's pretty common, I think. It's hard to make that look good with the Sims 4 tools we have, and so I just didn't try. I also only used the base game and Realm of Magic in this build. I didn't use any other packs. So it is possible to make it look okay. Obviously, I had more items and I used cheats and stuff, but it's okay to make an okay house without any crazy packs or anything. But I made the whole house very wooden inside. Like, it's got all wooden walls and floors like it had before, and I really liked it. So there's, as you can see, you come into the house. I've got a cool stairway. It goes up both sides. There's like a piano in the center. There's sort of a TV/sitting room on this side. We've got a more formal sitting room in this area. area. And then we have, you know, like a bar back inside of the tower. There's a fancy formal dining room. We've got a kitchen that has a fancy little breakfast nook kind of thing. We've got a half bathroom downstairs. And then you go upstairs and there is 3 bedrooms, because in this house there's like a mom and then her 2 kids, and one of the kids has a fiance that lives with them. So I've got 3 bedrooms. I made them all different color themes. So you can see we've got like the master that has an ensuite bathroom. We have this one with an ensuite. Kind of figured that the couple would live in this room with the ensuite. And then we have the room that originally only had 1 bed, now has a double bed with like a desk and stuff in it. Also has its own balcony. So while they don't have an ensuite, they have a balcony. So you kind of win on that front, right? There's like sort of an office type study area in this room. And then up the stairs to the 3rd floor, we have a fancy witchy room. It's all blue and purpley, and I really liked this place because look, there's like all these crystals in the windows and stuff. The perfect spot for you to do all of your spell casting. There's even like inside of the tower, look at that, a cauldron in the tower. Like, isn't that fun? Also put a pool in the back because why not? We had the space, and there's a few more things like a bar and some seating outside on this big patio because it was a big empty patio and I tried to make use of it. But I love the 1st floor. I think this is so cool with like the fancy flooring and the traditional floors everywhere. I was really pleased with myself. I think it's ugly, but in a good way. I think the outside's kind of ugly in a good way too, because when I make my Sims for EA things and when I'm trying to do Simsie Save stuff, a lot of times I'll like create a sim that doesn't have necessarily a fashion choice that I would make, but it's one that they would make. And I think that this house, while not a fashion choice that I would make as far as furnishing goes, it's definitely a fashion choice that these Sims would make. Because I was keeping these Sims in mind. You know, I was making their house, and I tried to have a lot of similar things to what they had originally. And I love all the wood in this build. I think it's kind of funny. It's really weird, but it grows on you. And I love this room. I think this is so cool. I love this with the staircase and the piano and the marble flooring. I think it's fun. I really liked it. But it's awful in a way, and that's okay. Also, the roof has grown on me also, but I wish I could express to you how much this build made me suffer, because I was like genuinely near tears for hours trying to fix this. In my chat, they were like, oh my god, your build's ugly, Kayla, fix it. And I was like, I did fix it. They kept coming back and being like, the roof is weird, fix it. And I was like, but I did fix the roof. I spent like 3 hours fixing the roof. What do you mean my build is ugly? And it was a lot. Okay, this was an emotional roller coaster and possibly one of the worst things I've ever done. The actual worst build I've ever done was the museum in Del Sol Valley. Oh my god. Just to jog your memory, in case you may have forgotten, let's take a little trip to what is genuinely, oh my lord. Okay, this exists. So I complain now, but like, look at what we're working with. You guys, look what we have to deal with. You know? Okay, deep breaths, it's fine. I tried my best. I sincerely hope, and I cannot express this enough, that the next pack we get will not be like this. Because while I have fun, like laughing at them and trying to fix them, I shouldn't have to be crying about Sims builds. Like, and this is dramatic, I know, and like really annoying, but when I was trying to fix that Realm of Magic build, I was like actually near tears. Because one, I mean, I'm a little bit overwhelmed right now because I'm going to TwitchCon this week, and so I've been pre-recording and stuff, and I was trying to get Simsie Save out on time, and so I was like on a time crunch kind of with renovating it, so I was stressed a little bit. But like, oh my god, it was so bad, and I didn't know what to do with it, and I had to get it out somehow, and Sims builds shouldn't make me cry. I want happy tears for Sims things. We all know that I cry when they announce new packs. I shouldn't have to cry when they give me the new packs, but for different reasons. I'm sorry, I still have this like Get Famous build on my screen, and I'm looking at it, and it's blinding me. I need to cover my eyes. Help, get it away. But like I said, I did my best. It is on my gallery if you want to download it, and it's in my Simsie Save. I'll link that down below too if you're interested. But guys, we're done, but we're not happy. What are your thoughts on these builds? I know it isn't actually the end of the world or really that big of a deal to many of you, but it is the end of the world and a huge deal to me. So I hope I'm not alone in this, because I know it's kind of annoying to be like, oh my god, the toilet paper's in the wrong place. But also, oh my god, the toilet paper, why? That's kind of funny. That, I'll admit, is kind of funny. But like the windows, why? Why? Who built that? Can some, please? I just want to talk. But like I said, you guys, I'm gonna go. So please make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day. And so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. I still have this Get Famous build on my screen. This is humbling, honestly, to look at this museum, because I was so sad about the Realm of Magic builds, but honestly, nothing will ever be worse than this. Nothing, ever. You can't get worse than this.